congrats to Carson Hocevar and 77 Chili's team on the win from Spire Motorsports, Team Chevy, and his crew chief Luke Lambert on the win. I'm happy for Carson Hocevar. He got his first Cup win. And that means he's in the All-Star race this year and next year. So he's going to be in the All-Star race for at least 2 years there. So he's been close a couple times trying to getting a win. So for him to get his first career Cup win at Talladega, that's pretty cool. So congrats to him and his fans and Chevy and Spire Motorsports and its crew chief Luke Lambert. Second was Chris Buescher. He said in his Postrace interview, came close again. Third is Alex Bowman after, although it has been a great year for him to come home third with the injury and everything and on-track performance. For him to get third, that's pretty good and should hopefully be a confidence booster for him. Fourth was Chase Elliott. Fifth was Zane Smith, who had the fastest lap and gets a bonus or gets a point after bonus point or something like that. So, because the fastest lap usually gets a championship point. Sixth is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Seventh was Ross Chastain. Pretty great run for him. Glad to see him win a stage and have a good run and lead the way for Trackhouse. So good job by him. Eighth was Austin Cindric, who did really well. He won the spring race last year, but came home with the top 10, and he has the last chase spot as of right now. Ninth is Noah Gragson, who hasn't had the best of year, but for him to get his first top 10 finish of the year, that's pretty good there. And 10th, to round out your top 10, is Kyle Busch. Cool to see Kyle Busch give RCR their first top 10 finish of the year. As someone who is a fan of an RCR driver, Austin Dillon, it was cool to see Kyle Busch give our team or give RCR their first top 10 finish of the year too. So hopefully AD can get a top 10 soon and next. So came close to getting the top 10 until we got to the line. But 11th was Todd Gilliland. 12th was Daniel Suarez. 13th, one of my drivers, Ty Dillon. Top 15 finish, needed a great run. I thought he was like lapped down most of the race and had some cautions come his way and got a top 15 finish out of it. 14th, Tyler Reddick, who I thought was finished when he was involved in one of those wrecks, but his team never gave up and still finished the race, and that's why he's the points leader and won all those races. And when you win like 5 races, half the races so far, you get that little bit of a cushion to do that. But he still, Tyler Reddick still did pretty good to finish the race. 15th, Denny Hamlin. Not bad after he had the speeding penalty. 16th, AJ Allmendinger. 17th, Christopher Bell. 18th, Ryan Preece. 19th, Austin Dillon. Almost had a top 10 at the line. Just got into it with Zane Smith there at the end. Just got loose and just didn't get the finish we wanted. 20th, like I said, SVG. He had a top 10, top 15 run going there. I thought he was going to get a top 15 at the line. Just did not work out for him. 21st was Cody Ware. 22nd, John Hunter Nemechek. 23rd, Eric Jones. I hate it for him because he was going to have a good run, but got run over by either like Hocevar or Stenhouse there. 24th was Daniel Dye for Live Fast Motorsports in his Cup debut. 24th for a small team like that. Not too bad. 25th was Riley Herbst. 26th, Connor Zilch. 27th, O'Reilly, series regular Jesse Love. 28th was Chad Fincham, who led some laps. It was his first time leading some laps in his Cup career, so that was cool to see there for a minute. 29th was Chase Briscoe. First stage and a half or so, had a great run going, was leading a little bit, was in around the top 5, top 10 before one of those pit stops. And then we had a penalty, and that really killed us, and we never really recovered. I mean, we tried to, but just in that accident, and then we got in that accident and stayed out so we can try to get some points. Just never recovered really after that. But he is by a miracle, he's only 4 points. One of my guys, Chase Briscoe, is 4 points behind Austin Cindric for the last chase spot, which is a miracle because I guess SVG didn't run too much better, but I don't know. But 30th was Joey Gase, 31st Michael McDowell, 31st Brad Keselowski, 32nd Michael McDowell, 33rd Josh Berry, 34th Ty Gibbs, 35th William Byron, 36th was Bubba Wallace, who got involved in that wreck, 37th Ryan Blaney, 38th Cole Custer, 39th Joey Logano, who has been struggling this year, unfortunately, and just has not been his year. And 40th is Kyle Larson. That rounds out your finishing order. And as for Austin Dillon here, I know it says we finished 19th. We didn't get stage points, but we were hanging around the top 10, or the top 5 even a little bit. And we led a couple laps here or there. At the line, we had a top 10, at least a top 10 finish, and maybe at minimum a top 15 if we didn't get involved in that wreck on the going into the trial. But I know I'm never. This is probably the most disappointed I've probably been for a 19th place finish because AD had that top 10 finish, in my opinion. If he didn't get run over, or if he didn't get Zane Smith didn't get it to him, and then the chain effect of him getting loose. But yeah, he'll get a top 10 finish here real soon. I'm not giving up hope on Austin Dillon to get a win. We were 63 points out of the chase behind Austin Cindric, but hopefully we can rebound, hopefully get a better finish at Texas. We usually run pretty decent there, so if we can get a better finish here at Texas, I'd be happy because I just want Austin Dillon to try to gain as much points as possible to the chase, and we definitely need stage points, so if we're going to gain some ground. But through thick and thin, I'm still an Austin Dillon fan, and let's get ready for Texas next week. And like I always say, let's go AD.